everybody to our evening chats with Ray, Rio, and the Little Rae. Today we are going to be telling you guys about our new vision board.
Yeah, it's a family vision board, right?
Yep.
We didn't do one last year. We didn't tackle or wanted to do a vision board, a family vision board last year. But I think that even though that we didn't do one last year, I think we accomplished a couple things as a family. This year we want to try one just to see if we can help each other out with some goals. But what would you think that would be some of the things that we did last year that would consider like items in a vision board that you would see yourself? Okay, we did a couple different things that it would be part of a family vision board. So, Rio, what do you think it would be?
I think it would be skiing, learning how to ski.
Yeah, learning how to ski. That's I think that's a cool one. Uh, you, mommy, and Little Ray also did the skiing. How did you like that?
It was good.
What about you? Were you scared at times to try it?
Yeah, sometimes I would bump into the some people. Once I bumped into this kid like twice.
Did he get hurt?
Eh, I don't know. But once I was like skiing and then I did like finally I didn't hit him, but instead I accidentally like went through the gates. And then I went on the kids thing like whee, like a little penguin surrounding like dodging the things like
So you went through the gate into the little kids section?
Yeah. So she was like, so she didn't have the instructions because she was like, so that was the first time that she didn't go with the instructions because she needed help. So she went, she did all the things perfectly, but she didn't know how to stop.
Oh my
So
god.
then she went through and then she slid like a slide through the gate. And she almost hit the kid.
Have you guys seen I think you guys are too or you girls are too young to see you guys don't even know what commercials are, but there was okay, so when I was growing up, there was this commercial about the Kool-Aid man, and he would break into the house from the wall. It was like the Kool-Aid man or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
So it was like that. Yudi went in like boom and like through the baby section like the Kool-Aid man, like, hello, I'm Little Rae. I don't know how to stop this thing. Save your babies, women. Save your babies. That's awesome. Yeah, no, I think we had a good time. I think that is one of the prime ones. If we had one last year, I think learning how to ski would be the top of it. Mommy, I feel so bad for mommy because for mommy it was the first time that she was doing it. She did the class, she did half a class, and then we put her into the actual mountain. And I didn't remember at the time how scary that was. The first time that I did like snowboarding, I didn't remember. I thought like, oh yeah, she can. It's easier than snowboarding. She should be able to do it. I feel really bad because mommy was terrified. Yeah, I feel really bad. But mommy did a good job. She tried it. She did a good job. She was terrified afterwards. So definitely, if mommy were to do it again, or we were to do it again, I think doing a full class would be, instead of a half a class, it should have been like a full class. And mommy said she's definitely staying on the bunny slopes. So yeah, that's a perfect one. What about a different one? A different one that we did last year that potentially could be on a vision board, family vision board, another activity or things we did as a family that you would think it would be a good one for the vision board?
We saw around Mount Rushmore.
We saw Mount Rushmore. Yes, that's actually a really good one.
Oh yeah, and we went ziplining through mountains and mountain.
We went ziplining from mountain to mountain. The Mount Rushmore is actually really cool because when I was your age, I always wanted to see it. I grew up in Puerto Rico, and then I would see a lot of these movies. One of the movies that I saw growing up, and I'm not sure if you guys watch it, but the name was Richie Rich. It's about this like kid, the Home Alone kid. The Home Alone kid?
Kevin?
Yeah, Kevin, the guy that plays Kevin. So he plays this kid named Richie Rich, and he's super rich, and then the parents disappear on a car, like a plane crash in the middle of the ocean. So he's by himself, and then he has to like be with these kids that are poor. Essentially, he's trying to make friends. He's lonely, and essentially there's like a Mount Rushmore, but it's more like a family one. So ever since I was young and I saw that movie, I always wanted to see Mount Rushmore. And the fact that we saw it, it was really cool. Did you guys like it?
Yeah.
It was huge. Well, people say it was small, but in context, it's huge. Imagine people actually doing that. That was really cool. And then the other thing you mentioned was what?
We
Oh, Yudi, Little Ray mentioned.
Yeah.
What was it? Going from mountain to mountain,
Yeah.
zip lining? Yeah, that would have been a good one. Did you like it?
Mhm.
Like, what was your favorite? Like, what was your favorite part about that?
My favorite part was when we, the last one where we would just look down and then see a river. Look so pretty.
oh
Poor mommy, because she had glasses. If she would have looked down, her glasses would have went like wee.
no,
I don't think
Marsha-
we would have been heard because it's so small.
no, but you know what? Marsha was lucky though, because since she had glasses, she could actually see the river. Because
Oh,
that was the
yeah.
biggest one. That's like the biggest one, and that's the second biggest in the United States, I believe. And the wind was just coming inside my eyes, so I could only see a tiny little creek.
Like my eyes were like, I could literally see little teardrops go like doot 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 from my, like I'm like.
Yeah.
The wind up there was so much.
Yeah, mommy was kind of lucky, but at the same time, it could have been bad if she lost she lost her glasses. But that's another good one. So we did that one too. What other things would you say that we would have had on a family like vision board from last year?
Rock climbing.
Oh
Rock
yeah,
climbing,
I
yeah.
remember that.
Yeah, I did a race with Marsha, and don't you? No, Marsha, and she owes me cheesecake. I've been s-
We already discussed this.
I know she still owes me though.
Oh my god. Okay, she owes you a cheesecake. That's another one.
And
That's a good one.
remember that time when she said that you cheated when she was going against you?
Touche. Yeah.
No,
Yeah, you definitely cheated.
I didn't.
You
What?
definitely cheated.
You cheated. She was saying that you cheated.
Oh, I cheated.
Yeah.
How did I cheat?
You were talking to me.
Oh, okay. I guess I cheated. Yeah, that's another one. So we did a couple things in there. Another thing that I can remember that we did, let me see, as a family, that would be like a vision board. We always, I think soccer consumed a lot of our lives last year. Especially you guys being in like two different leagues. So like going to this team, going to that team. I think that like from a family vision board, I think the fact that we made it happen, and every weekend when we had soccer, it didn't matter if it was like going from one town to the other, like we made it happen, and like we did it as a family, and it was like it consumed our days, but we like had fun while doing it. Like we bought like the little grill, right? And if we were
Oh
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we bought the little grill. So if it was like it was hours of waiting, like we got the little grill, we made some hot dogs, we made some food. We like camped out as a family while we waited for the other games. I thought that was really cool. Like it was a very good memories. And we would start at the park. Remember with the one with the slide and
Yeah.
stuff. That was
Oh my God.
awesome.
That slide was so brutal. Like it would go like this and this and this, and it would just smack you. And at the bottom, you would just like slip out.
Yeah.
Go like.
Yeah, so I think that one would be really cool to put in like in a vision board. Just being close as a family, doing things as a family. The scuba diving, I think that would have been a good one in the vision board as well. Um, you did something last year with your soccer.
Oh yeah, I won the tournament.
You want a tournament, that putting that in a vision board, like winning a tournament, I think that's really good. So although obviously we can put a lot of things into that, but the fact that we look back into the year and then we think about all the different things as a family that we accomplished, and even doesn't even have to be an accomplishment, just the fact that we spend time together it's a good thing to have in a vision board. So this year we have a new year, right? And it's 2025. We're already a month into our year because it's about to be February already. Like time flies. So this year, we wanted to do a what?
A vision board.
Yeah, a vision board. So talk to me. What is a vision board? Can you guys have like a, small definition of what that vision board might be or what it
Um,
is?
I know.
Yeah.
So that that you have of a goals or accomplishment you want to do in a year, or any years you can do it, like 10 years or your whole entire life.
Yeah.
But we did it a year.
Okay.
We did kind of pictures, but you can also do words or anything else.
Yeah, you're right. 100%. So a vision board, and I love that you bring that you could do it like either a year, or it could be longer than a year, or it could be words, or it could be like images. We did images for our family picture, and we selected a year, because of the fact that multiple years may be too crazy for us, right? And sometimes having shorter goals, it's a little bit better as a family. So the goal and concept of our vision board is, instead of having separate different vision boards, like Little Ray might have hers, Rio might have hers, Poppy might have hers, and Mommy might have hers, we have a family vision board. So, and in there is separated in columns, and then I have my own goals. Mommy might have her own goals. Rio has her own goals, and Little Ray has her own goals. And then we try to meet those goals. So I'll try to finish my goals, and you might try to do your goals, and Little Ray might try to do their goals. But since it's in the same board, we can see each other's goals. So like, if Mommy wants to accomplish something, then Poppy can say, hey, she has that on her vision board. What can I do to make sure that she accomplishes that, right? And same vice versa. So like, Mommy may see something in my vision board that I want to accomplish within a year, or I want to move towards completing within a year. She can help me. Same thing with you girls. Like, you guys can see, maybe Little Ray wants to do something, you can help her out. So the family vision board is us, the things that we want to accomplish individually, right? But as a family, we're gonna try to help each other meet those goals. And if Poppy and Mommy can move things around to make sure that you meet your goals, we'll do it. If you girls can move things around to make sure that all of us meet our goals, do it. So I think it's a really good idea for us to do. And I don't know, I think we're gonna learn a lot at the end of this year of, just trying to help each other meet our goals, but also grow, right, as a family. So can somebody tell me what their goals is for, like, for the Little Ray? Yeah.
Um, Mine's is, let me see, record songs with my dear Brandon. What else? Learn more Spanish, read 100 books a year, practice soccer, and practice swimming, because I'm thinking of it, and maybe I can go scuba diving one.
Okay. All right. And then talk to me about the not learning, the recording songs with your Brandon. What is that? What do you want to do with that? Like
Well, I maybe like, I don't know. Maybe I'll just like record some songs that I know from class or Alexa. I don't know.
Yeah, you just want to get into like practicing singing because you like singing, and then practicing like making songs with your Brandon, because your Brandon does that. Your Brandon does like, he's a audio engineer, music producer, or something like that. I'm not really good at the names, but yeah. So that's a good goal. And then learn more Spanish. So what are you doing to like practice like the more Spanish?
So we have this grandma, which is which is Papi's mom. She lives in Puerto Rico. She was born there. We got these little books, and it teaches us Spanish, and technically, like, our grandma is sort of like our teacher.
Yeah, that's really cool. And we started that recently too. That's like one of the goals that we have for this year. So that's really cool. What about you? What are your
So I have finished the scuba diving test and then go scuba diving with him. And then I also have started a small business and at least earn $100.
okay?
And then I have read 100 books. I have win another tournament because I have another tournament coming up. And then practice Spanish.
Yeah. So talk to me about that. You have a unique one there, which is the start of the business. Like, what made you want to like start a little business and earn at least $100? Like, what made you want to think about that as a family, like as your own personal vision board?
Well, I've been thinking of it for like years, but since I have a 3D printer, I know how to make stickers. I have a lot of fluff so I can make like little squishies. And my friends love those, so I already have orders of them. And then yeah.
Oh, I know one. Remember that time we when you made a little backpack and then made a notebook all out of paper. Um, and you made a wallet for
Oh
me and
yeah.
you.
Yeah, I made that, but I was thinking of only making the wallet because the backpack's extremely hard. That took me a whole entire week to make.
Well, actually, there was also a laptop, so that might be pretty easy. Just like get one, doot, and then draw
Yeah.
on it.
Yeah.
The cool thing about the 3D printer, if you were to do like something with the 3D printer, you could do little small keychains, like little cute keychains, and then learn how to use the technology behind it. I think that's really cool, because you did get that, and then you could do that. You could do a couple different things, like the fact that even a small goal of $100, just to say, hey, I'm gonna try to different things of how I can make my own money, and I'm gonna treat it like it's a business, and then make small, even if it's small, $100 for the year. You could potentially you might find yourself that you enjoy the process, and you make a little bit more. But I think $100 is very 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 a very achievable amount. But I think the overall knowledge that you're gonna get about, like, hey, what is supply, what is demand, like what is your process, like if you're spending too much time on an order, like would you keep doing that, or would you like try to tweak it a little bit so you're spending less time making the product? Like, what would you do in that case? And obviously you haven't started, so it may be a question that you haven't even bumped into, but would you adjust your process to, like, so it's a little bit, takes a little bit more of your time?
So I would like so I would cancel another order if it's taking too much time and I would do it the next week because I only do it on Saturday and Sundays because because the whole entire week I can be making all the 3D printer stuff.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. So that's one of the tricky ones. And the reason why I ask you is because, you know, Poppy back in the day, he used to do a lot of the wood burning. So that's how he made a little bit more money just to like afford things. And he would sell them. He find himself that sometimes like it was too time consuming. So I would see myself doing it for hours at a time, and it was the way I was doing it. So I found myself having to think about how I was doing it, the amount of time I was spending, and find creative ways to reduce the time. That way, I wasn't burnt down at the end of the day. But again, you haven't even came to that, so it would be cool to see this conversation at the end of the year, where you've already done it, and like what did you learn from it? What were some of your obstacles that you faced, like while we're trying to get to the $100? I think that's going to be an amazing conversation. But yeah, no, that's, I think when I saw that in your vision board, I was very very happy because you're gonna learn a lot from it. And then you have a soccer tournament, like trying to win another soccer tournament. That's awesome. You have one coming up. I think you have a couple, so you might have an opportunity to make that. And then you both have read 100 books in your in your in your vision board. I think Bobby doesn't have that in his, but I think I'm gonna add it on mine because I'm not the best at reading, and I think if you ladies are doing 100 and mommy's also doing it on hers, I think it's only fair if Bobby adds it. And then,
Well, mommy's doing 10.
well, she's doing well. Technically, she's doing 10 from her books, her bookshelf. But
Her abandoned bookshelf that she
exactly,
left.
exactly.
It's full, and it's like overfilling, and she hasn't read even one of them.
Yep.
Yes. So she said, "Hey, I'm gonna go and I'm gonna go to that bookshelf and I'm gonna read the books that I have there that I haven't read." So I think she's I think she's gonna read a lot more than 10 because when I met your mommy, that's all she did. She just read. That was her fun time. So I think she's gonna get it back in the habit and she's gonna read a lot more. But I think it's beneficial for me to read even more. It's not my favorite pastime and it's my second language and I have a hard time reading. So I think it's gonna be very beneficial for me. Just pick up a book and read it on my own time. So I'm gonna probably join you guys on that. Cool. Um, my what are mine? What are mine?
Um,
I have a couple that I'm gonna do.
I know. I only know one, I believe. Like, oh, I know two.
Okay.
Visit Abui, that's our grandmother, and family more in Puerto Rico, and then travel around the world with like Nero, mommy, him, me, and Yudi. Like
Yeah.
just them.
Yeah. Yes, you are correct. So a couple that I have, I want to visit my grandma a lot more. I think us living in Florida and then only going there once a year, I think it's not cutting it, especially because we had a lot of deaths in the family last year, one of my grandmas. So I want to make sure that I make a lot more time to for my grandma. So that's definitely high up there in my vision board. If I see in a plane ticket that's very affordable, I want to just jump on it and spend some time with my grandma because one of the things that comes and goes is money, but one of the things that we cannot get back is time, especially time with our loved ones. So that's my number one, spend more time with my grandma this year.
Oh.
And yeah,
I know two other ones.
which one?
So you are going to try to rent a house in Puerto Rico, like buy a house inside Puerto Rico.
Yeah.
And try to become a teacher for scuba diving since you usually often do that.
Yeah. So part of visiting my grandma, I would also like to start looking at potentially having buying a home over there so we can rent it out and have it. But hopefully when I get a viejito and I'm an old man, like I can probably go back home to Puerto Rico and live there.
Can I have this house? Because I want the deck, net, zipline, and playface.
Sure. I already have plans. So you're talking when we leave?
Yeah.
Yeah, so we already have plans in store for that for you guys and your little sister. But yeah, it's part of estate planning. But hopefully, if everything goes well and mommy and papi are good, then you guys should have something. But yeah, so hopefully have a home back home, and then hopefully grow old in my birthplace. That would be awesome. And then become an instructor. I really want to do that. Like I'm a dive master. That was one of the things that I accomplished last year. But I want to work again with Ranger Rick Scuba Adventure, and I want to make sure that I get my skills up to par so that eventually I can, help Carl with the teaching. He's an awesome teacher, and he teaches a bunch of people. But he's been helping me with my scuba diving goals, and I think the next one's going to be a scuba instructor. And if I do become a scuba instructor, it will be just continuing him, helping him whenever he has classes. I love any excuse that for me to back in the water. I'll take it. And then family outings. I think family outings is another one that I have that I want to make sure that we do things. Like we've been really good about making any small thing that we need to do into an outing, but I think I enjoyed that a lot, spending time with your mom, spending time with you and your sisters. I think that was an awesome. So I want to make sure that that's part of my family vision board, which is amazing. I think having a good time with that it's going to be good. And then the last one's probably potentially, having more podcasts. I think last year we started this one. I think that's one of our vision boards. We started this podcast last year, and life got in the way, obviously. So getting a good rhythm, finding a good spot, and potentially doing my own, like having the ones with you guys, and then have one with like my friends and stuff, and like adults. I think that would be good. Yeah.
So that means that you're taking Josh out, right? For this one.
No, I mean he can come. He can come sit here. Your Teal Josh can come in here, and you guys can continue your war some other day. I think you will learn a lot from him because he's a flight attendant. So I think you'll have a lot of like good questions to ask and learn from him and his experiences flying everywhere in the world.
The war. We cannot put the war aside.
Well, you're gonna have
Second
to
they
figure that
see
out.
each other, war becomes a habit.
I know, but he's a good kid. He's a very good noodle. Yeah,
He's a
he's
kid?
always been.
He's a kid.
Yeah, he's a kid at heart. Everybody's a kid at heart. But yeah, so having the family goals, and then I think mommy had a couple of family goals or individual goals. What were they?
Going to the doctor, eye doctor, every single doctor, because she plans our doctors, but she never does it for herself.
She's scared of doctors. Yes, she's terrified of doctors. She's like, have you seen Yudi? You might seen it. She's like Goku with the doctor when he saw the needle, and he's like needle. Yeah, she doesn't like doctors, and I understand her. I don't understand where she's coming from, but yes, she's gonna go to the doctors, make sure she's she's getting everything checked and make sure she's all healthy for us. So that's one of her goals. What is another goal?
Okay, so we have this family book, and you have to scratch it off, and then you have to do it. She said that she'll do 5 things or more.
5 things or more, baby steps. Yes, so we have a family book. We're gonna do different activities. What else? What else is in her docket?
Read 100 books.
It was 10 books
Oh,
from
Yeah,
her
we already
bookshelf.
said
Oh,
that.
Yeah, it was 10 books from her
I
bookshelf.
thought she said read 100 books.
I feel like she's gonna get to 100 books, no problem. I think, yeah, because she loves to read, but she's starting small, 10, and then most likely it's gonna look like 100, but 10 from her bookshelf that we had, and she literally put that there because Bobby, like when we started dating, she loved to read, like that's all she did. So Bobby would get her all these books, and she would never read them. So I would give her a hard time. I was like, hey, she's like, oh, I want this book, and I would get her the book, right? And then it would go to the bookshelf. So I'm like, oh my god. So now she's gonna read those books. So that's awesome. And then the last one, she had another one in there. What was it? It was running.
Oh,
Yeah, she was gonna start running again. Hopefully, like 4 to 5 miles
But we have to
on a daily basis.
we have to put a camera on her because she said non-stop.
Yeah, nonstop. We can probably like when she runs, we can probably get in the car, just follow her like with the blinkers on, just like follow her and see. But it takes a while. Like she's not gonna be able to do it like on the first day, right? It's gonna take time for her to get endurance up and then be able to get there for the 4 to 5 miles. But I think she's gonna be doing great. It's an alternative, right? Instead of going to the gym and like Poppy's going to the gym with Theo Brandon and making sure that I'm healthy, not like crazy, whatever, but I'm healthy so that I can grow old and have your time. So mommy's doing the same thing. Mommy wants to start like running and making sure she's healthy so that we can get older and spend more time with you guys, and hopefully in the future, when you guys have your own kids, enjoy kids, and yeah, we'll go from there. But yeah, that's awesome. So though we have the family goals, we have the stuff, and that we've accomplished. What do you think? What do you think that would be like one of your favorite things from, let's say, from your sister? Like what is one of the goals that you really want little Ray to accomplish from her goal, and you'll do whatever it takes to make sure she finishes.
Swim.
Swim? Okay.
She she always stays on the shallow end, and I can never play tag with her.
Do you think I can literally float? Do you think I can float with one hand?
Yeah, but do you know why? Do you know why that is though? She was able to swim. She was all doing it all by herself. She was doing everything. She had the confidence. One time she got in the pool, Poppy and Mommy went around, and it scared her. Like she was with one of your you were with one of the uncles, right? I forgot. You were with somebody and you jumped in the water and you kind of you hadn't done it in a while, so you were rusty and it scared you. Like nothing happened. It wasn't like you drowned or anything like that. Like it's just you forgot in the moment, and ever since then you've been a little scared of the water. Which, to be honest with you, I rather you be scared of the water and respect the water than to think you're better than the water or you're smarter than the water and then something happens. That's the same thing with scuba, that's the same thing with anything that you do. You have to respect the activity that you're doing, um and be confident in the process, and then you'll be better. So the fact that she got a little bit scared, it's practice. Get back, get confident, and then
Yeah.
yeah.
But I'm better at swimming under the water than above the water.
Yeah. So
If
that's
I go above the water, I'm like, I can't drown. Like,
yeah, so it's part of the practice. That's why we have it. That it's okay. Like it's okay. It's part of the vision board. We're gonna get you there, and then yeah, we'll do another one. So what is one of the activities that you want to make sure that your sister completes?
hmm. Practice Spanish.
Oh yeah.
One of y'all is gonna get a yawn.
Nope. It's definitely yeah, that's a good one. Practice Spanish. You practice Spanish all the time with your friends at school. So like you do it all the time. There's kids that don't even know how to speak any English. So you take out of your time and you speak to them in Spanish. Rio's more reserved with her Spanish. She's very shy. She's doesn't want to like talk to people like so I think that's going to be a good one.
I only do it with family because like one of my grandmas only knows how to speak Spanish. She only knows like a tiny bit of English.
Yeah, but when she does not know how to shit, she does cutie talk.
She says cutie talk.
Yeah, like yeah. Like to Nero, she does this.
Yeah. That's awesome. Cutie talk. So yeah, that's an amazing one. Yes, I really want her to practice it. I want you to stay on top of it because it's part of your heritage. So I'm very very happy you guys have that in your vision board. And then what I want mommy to accomplish, and I want to make sure that she completes, is probably that's a hard choice. I think probably running the miles. I definitely want to do that so that she can do it because if I'm helping her get there, most likely I'll be able to like get into running again and help her doing it. So that would help me do the cardio too. Yeah. But I think that's good. I think we have some really good ideas and goals that we're trying to do. Again, the family vision board's more for us to be, just helping each other grow. And I think it's going to be a very beautiful thing at the end of the year when we have accomplished these things and we have it marked in our in our vision board that we have completed these things. So we're going to learn a lot from it, especially if we help each other succeed and we help each other like complete those. I think we're all going to grow as a family. Yeah. Yeah. No, that's good. That's awesome. So if you guys, if you're watching the episode, this is a small little thing. I'm not sure how we decided to do something like that, but I think it's cool. I think it's a different twist for us to try different things as a family. And if you guys are, trying to do it, that would be cool. I would love to hear, if you guys do a family vision board and help each other's out. We would love to hear any ideas or anything like that that you guys are doing as a family and want to do it within the year. So we definitely invite you guys to do your own family vision board and plan something out, different activities. Obviously, it doesn't have to be nothing crazy. You don't. It doesn't have to be even monetary. It could be little things that can help you enjoy your family or enjoy your siblings or even just have fun. It could be, hey, we want to go to the park 3 different times, a week or whatever.
A
Something
week?
a week. I don't know. I don't know what they have. I don't know what they like. I'm not.
Is it like a theme park?
I don't know. Some people love theme parks. Yeah, yeah. Some people love Disney. Like Disney is like you tell them let's go to Disney and they'll go to Disney every single day.
But like money.
I don't know. They
How
make
do
it
they work?
they make it happen. I don't know. Like you believe me, I have a couple friends that you tell them let's go to Disney and they'll go to Disney every day of the week. That's their vision board. I respect it.
I know like once a month, but like
I don't know. Yeah, yeah.
huh?
I don't know what to tell you. There are some people, listen, that is like their life. They love it. They have a good time. And again, if they send in their vision board and they want to go more, they want to go less, or they want to do it, I welcome it. They're gonna have a good time. The whole point is to have a good time as a family. So, welcome. I appreciate you guys spending time with us and listening to what we're trying to do as a family and how are we going to make it there, and hopefully at the end of the year we'll be able to share how we accomplish it and share a little bit more of what we learned as a family. So with that, we will let you be, right? And then have a good day.